Now I know some of you chaps have clicked on this video thinking, hang on a fucking minute, what's King D on about here? The red pill's teaching men all about female nature and what to do about it. How could it possibly be ruining my dating life? Well, stick around for this one and you'll find out. King D, I'm back with another one, and this video's called How the Red Pill is Ruining Your Dating Life. So let's get on with it, shall we? So how is it ruining your dating life, I hear you ask?
Yes, he heard me.
Well, for starters, it's going to make you feel very bad about yourself. It's ruining your self-esteem.
But how?
Good question. Well, if these red pill influencers are telling you that women only want good-looking, rich, successful, high-status, high-value men, and you're none of the above, that's going to make you feel like dog shit. Now, there are some truths to this, but it's not 100%. Not by a long way. Yes, of course, a lot of women, most women, are going to prefer a rich, good-looking, high-value, high-status man. Of course they are. But you've also got to look at the types of women that these red pill influencers are dealing with. Fake, plastic, gold-digging, attention-seeking bimbos. Now, if these are the kind of women you're dealing with, then yeah, it's going to enforce that red pill belief. Because the red pill certainly applies to these kind of ladies. Ladies! Although I'm not sure I call them ladies. I use that term very loosely. A bit like their vaginas. But they aren't all women. It's a lot. It's a hell of a lot. But it ain't all of them.
You're actually making a lot of sense.
Well, you know.
How else is the red pill ruining my dating life?
I'll tell you, young man. Well, it's going to give you some serious anxiety with women, isn't it? As much as you might be learning game or leveling up in your life and who you are as a man, which you should be doing, but if you're not a top 10% bloke, you're not going to feel good enough, are you? And you're just going to think that it's your turn. She's not yours, it's just your turn, all that bullshit, and that a higher value bloke's going to go and pinch you. And I can tell you now, all that self-improvement and learning and this, that and the other that you're doing, you can flush all that down the toilet if you've got this really bad insecurity that a more higher value man's going to go pinch you. If you've got this insecurity that, you know, another man can just pinch her off you, or that you're not quite good enough, she's going to sniff that a mile away. It's going to be written on your forehead, because women have got a radar for this. They can spot insecurities, anxiety, and all this kind of thing from a long way away. And I could tell you right now, you don't need big muscles and all this, that, and the other to get your leg over. You don't need six-pack abs. Now, I could tell you now, I've slept with some very attractive ladies while I've had a gut. And you don't need millions in the bank either to get a girlfriend. I've had relationships with some very nice ladies when I had absolutely fuck all in the bank. I've even had a girlfriend in the past, an attractive girlfriend at that paid for me to go on a holiday with her. I didn't spend a penny. Now, I'm not proud of that one. Well, that goes to show, you ain't got to be rich. It's not the be-all and end-all. And same as the likes of got to be 6 foot or above, or otherwise you got no chance. It's a load of bollocks as well. I'm just under 6 foot. And I've not had any issues. So, what does that tell you? Although I do wear my high heels when I'm out and about.
That was a joke.
Well, seriously, genuinely had a girlfriend who paid for me to go on a holiday with her, and I didn't spend a penny.
Well, King D, you're really handsome and you've probably got really good game.
Thank you. But I wasn't always this handsome. I'm like a fine wine, I get better looking with age. As far as game's concerned and knowing female nature, I knew sod all. I'm literally learning a little bit more with every year, and this occasion we're talking a long time ago, and this occasion we're talking about 15 years ago. Genuinely, I was clueless with women, and I've made all the mistakes with the women, hence why I can teach you what not to do, because I've made all the mistakes.
Anything else, King D, that the red pill is doing to ruin my dating life?
Yep. It's going to make you never trust a woman. Red pill is telling men that hypergamy is the be-all and end-all, that they're always going to be aiming up and going for the one that the best they can possibly get. And again, for a certain kind of woman, that is true. But it's not all women. Don't be daft. If she's all over social media with her tits and arse out every other day, then yeah, probably. But there's some good girls out there, let me tell you. Few and far between this day and age, but they still exist. And hypergamy definitely plays a factor with all women. That is definite. But it doesn't trump an attachment. Attachment comes first. If you can get her attached to you and build a strong connection, then that's going to outweigh any hypergamy, let me tell you. And if you don't believe me, how many of you lot have had a girlfriend where a hotter bird might come across and want to sleep with you, and you won't do it because you love your woman? Think about that. We are designed, us men are designed to spread our seed, shag about, just as much as women are designed to be hypergamous. So if you can be faithful, she can too. I'm telling you now, if you've got a strong connection, an attachment, a woman's got this attachment to you and she's a good girl, I don't care who, he ain't going to be able to steal your woman off you, even if it's Andrew Tate with all his sports cars and money and this, that and the other.
Really?
Yes. Though human connection and depth is dying a little more every day, and that's all down to social media and online dating. It's created far too many options for us, especially for the ladies, and it's doing some damage. And not only that, they're trading that human connection for attention. You can't have both, and a lot of them have gone that way. They want the attention. Like OnlyFans, anyone on there in the right mind thinks, oh, I could still get a boyfriend. I mean, a lot of them probably are deluded, to be fair, because I don't think a lot of women nowadays are taught, their action. There are consequences to your actions. But they'll find out the hard way when no one wants to touch them because everyone's seen her fanny. Well, yeah, despite the modern world, strong human connection still exists. It's still there. Whoa, hang on a minute. You can fuck off, mate. These bitches belong to the streets. They ain't loyal. Professor D, you can piss off.
Now I'm confused.
Okay, now, here's a prime example of exactly what I'm talking about. You got the likes of Professor D, that little prick over there.
Fuck off, King Dickhead.
Now, he believes all women belong to the streets. And he just wants to dick them down and toss them to the side of the road. And he calls them bitches. Do you really think with his mindset he's going to attract a good woman that can be faithful? I don't fucking think so. Am I making sense? He's an immoral prick that just wants to shag about and fuck them off. Use and abuse. Do you think a woman with good morals is going to tolerate his bullshit? No. Am I making sense?
Yeah, you are actually.
Well, there we go then. He's going to attract the women that do belong to the streets, which then further enforces his beliefs. Now, if he did some self-reflection, he might actually see that. Now, you see, I tried that, but I got lost in my own eyes. No wonder these bitches lose their mind for me. Now, what do you think, D-Bot?
These hoes belong to the streets. I suggest the pump and dump method for these bitches. Dick them down, Professor D.
Hang on, you dickhead. Hang on, you dickhead. You've reprogrammed him, haven't you? So, as you can see, Professor D is a bit of a bell end. And he mixes with the same kind of women as all the other red pill influencers. A good woman wouldn't entertain him in the slightest, and they still exist. And he won't be able to find them because he's too busy on online dating and in the clubs. Now, if you're going to find some attention seekers, there's a few places you're going to find them. If it's not social media, online dating, or in the clubs, then I don't know where they are. So anyway, I hope this video has been helpful for you.
Yes, it has, King D. You're the best.
Cheers, mate. Don't you forget to like, comment and subscribe.
I won't.
Good lad. I'll be the best you and do it for you. Cheers.